What's up, guys? This is TheKephas.
Welcome to Class Course, where we take a brief look at a specific class in World of Warcraft and break down the essentials of their core rotation. This isn't a comprehensive guide. It's designed to get you up and running. So, to keep things short and simple, we're just going to focus on the rotation for now. But if you're curious about the talent build I'm using for this guide, the link is in the description. Today we're going to talk about how to play a Demonology Warlock in patch 11.1 of the War Within. As a Demonology Warlock, you will be fighting alongside your Felguard. He will be with you at all times, but as you play, you will be building up an army of demons to fight alongside you as well. This army will be temporary, and your goal is to build the biggest army that you can and keep them around for as long as you can. Eventually they will expire and you'll basically have to start all over again, kind of like building a house of cards. It all starts with Shadow Bolt. This is your primary filler ability. You're going to use this whenever you have nothing else to do, and each time that you use Shadow Bolt, you will generate one soul shard. These soul shards are how you're going to build up your demonic force, but more on that in a moment. Because as these demons expire, they have a chance to activate demonic core. You can have up to 4 charges of demonic core at a time, and when they're active, your next demon bolt will be instant cast. You want to use demon bolt over shadow bolt whenever you have a demonic core, not only because it's instant cast, but also because it generates 2 soul shards. So the more demons you have active, the more demonic cores you'll get, allowing you to use more demon bolts and therefore generate more soul shards, allowing you to summon more demons. You can also use Power Siphon whenever it's available to sacrifice 2 of your imps, more on those in a second, to instantly generate 2 charges of demonic core. Now this is how you're going to generate soul shards. Let's talk about how you can spend these shards to build up your epic demon army. First up is Hand of Gul'dan. This ability can use up to 3 soul shards, but it doesn't have a cooldown. When you use it, it will deal damage, and for each soul shard that it spends, it will summon 1 imp to fight alongside you temporarily. So you want to use Hand of Gul'dan whenever you have at least 3 soul shards. The more Hands of Gul'dan you use, the more wild imps you'll summon, and these will make up the bulk of your demon army. But you do have a number of other demons that you can summon with the use of soul shards, and each of these demons have a cooldown, which means that you're going to want to prioritize them over Hand of Gul'dan whenever they're available. Generally speaking, the longer their cooldown, the higher their priority. They are Call Dreadstalkers, Summon Vile Fiend, and Grimoire Felguard. Prioritize summoning these whenever they're available. They have different cooldowns, but they line up in a way that you should be able to summon them together fairly often, allowing you to fill out the rest of your army with wild imps using Hand of Gul'dan. And that leaves us with our final demon that we can summon, our Demonic Tyrant. When Demonic Tyrant is summoned, it will temporarily empower all of your other active demons and extend their duration. This is why it's good practice to summon as many of your major demons together as you can, because you can follow that up with Summon Demonic Tyrant and extend all of their durations. You won't always be able to get all 3 of them with each use of Demonic Tyrant, but try your best to get as many as you can along with a decently sized army of wild imps. In other words, build up the best army that you can and then use Summon Demonic Tyrant to keep it around longer. And that's more or less how you're going to manage your demon army, but there are a couple more abilities that we should talk about. First is Demonic Strength, which will cause your Felguard to unleash a very powerful attack. When you're fighting multiple targets and they're close together, you can also start using Implosion. This will cause all of your imps to crash into your target and deal damage to all enemies nearby. This is generally believed to be best used when you have at least 2 groups of wild imps active. In other words, after 2 uses of Hand of Gul'dan. And while we're talking about multiple targets, I want to bring up one final mechanic, Doom. Whenever you use Demon Bolt with Demonic Core, it will inflict Doom on the target. Each use of Hand of Gul'dan will reduce the duration of Doom, and once it expires, it will deal damage to the target and all enemies nearby. I didn't bring this up for single target because it doesn't really change anything. It'll basically happen passively. But it's something to consider whenever you're fighting multiple targets, because you can inflict Doom on multiple targets. So if Doom is on a target that dies or it expires, it will deal damage to all enemies nearby. So the more Dooms you have active on multiple targets, the more damage you're going to do in multi-target situations. Don't overwhelm yourself with this too much. At the very least, try and inflict Doom on at least 2 targets. And that should hopefully be enough to help get you started with Demonology Warlocks. This was a lot of information that we went over, especially for a beginner's guide. I've tried my best to keep it as simple as possible. I sincerely hope this video was helpful for you, and if it was, I would love to hear about it in the comments. But with all that being said, I will see you guys on the next one.
Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, let me know by clicking that like button. And feel free to share it with your friends so they can enjoy it as well. And if you'd like to see more videos, you can subscribe to the channel and click on the bell icon to be notified as soon as new videos are posted. You can also follow me on Facebook, and if you'd like, you can support my work on Patreon. Links to all that stuff can be found in the description below. This is TheKephas. Until next time.